Okay, what I'm going to show you today is just a really quick method to get bearings from one wheel onto another wheel without using a bearing tool. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the axle that you place the wheel onto, and we're just going to use it to kind of lever the bearings out of the wheel. So there is a risk that you could damage the bearings. I would recommend using a bearing tool if you can get one, but this is just sort of in emergencies or if you need bearings in and out really quickly, you can do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the wheel on the axle, and we're just going to push it so that the bearing kind of levers out of the wheel. And we're going to do that first with the inside of the wheel, so the part that normally would go like that. So what we're going to do is just going to place it on the axle slightly so that it's just pushing into that gap there, and then we're just going to pull it like that, and what will happen is the bearing will just pop out. So, just shows on here, there we are. So you can see the bearing has sort of twisted and it's come out, and what also has come out is the spacer, so that goes in between the two bearings that each wheel has, just goes in the middle. So if we just pop that bearing that came out of the inside and then our spacer on here, so the one we're going to do is we're going to flip this wheel over, so we're looking at the outside of the wheel now, and we're just going to do exactly the same thing. So place it on the axle, and then just give it a bit of a push, there we are, and then that's got the outside one off. Okay, so now if we were wanting to put these bearings onto another wheel, it's actually really straightforward. So we're going to leave it as it is with the inside bearing, and then the spacer, and then the outside bearing on here. So we're going to take the outside of the wheel first, and what you're going to do is just put it on the axle there and just give it a push. Take that off, and we see that that is now fitted, that bearing, and then we're going to flip the wheel over, and we're going to do exactly the same thing. So what that'll do is insert the spacer and then insert the inside bearing. So there we go, and if we just give that a bit of a push to make sure that they're in securely, we can see that we've managed to get the bearing from this wheel into this wheel, and it took about 30 seconds. So that's how you do that.